up, what up, what up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to you. Yeah, uh-huh, mm-hmm, yeah, let's go. Wisdom is the blessing and knowledge. Spitting verses, take that ass to college. So bob your head if you feeling me. Imhotep, the father of masonry. So think before you speak and watch what you say to me. Look, your mind is under control. What's worse, you don't even know. Your family needed your help. You left them out in the cold. You turned your back on your people. Therefore you lost your soul. And ain't no coming back from that, cause that's the end of the road. I take their head off, these actors such a sinister flow. Impact make them hit backflips, higher consciousness. Getting you blown, ain't Ru Grandmaster Sire. Ain't Ru Grandmaster Sire. Spit so much fire, make Satan wanna retire. Spit phrases instead of through you, spit your hair like a papaya. These rappers think they seeing me, no, that's just a Maya. My bad, illusion, just to clear up confusion. You wonder why I still laugh at a hater, possess the greatest mystery, control the forces of nature, planting money trees. I don't even stress about paper. Come on. They blind, they blind, they blind, they blind. They can't see nothing, not what's in front of them. They blind, they blind, they blind, they blind.
Let this
they
ride
can't
out.
see nothing, not
want y'all to hear
what's
this
in
shit.
front of them. They blind, they blind, they blind, they blind. They can't see nothing, not what's in front of them. They blind, they blind, they blind.
Peace to you if you're in the building, I can't tell. I can't see the chat room like that.
My pineal gland damn near to the size of my fist. If I was stressing, probably would come up with
Damn, I
no
just
shit
lost
like
everything.
this. Don't nobody care in the land of the walking dead. They souls been enslaved and they ain't fully aware.
Peace to you if you in here, if you in the building, peace to you. Much love to you.
Blatant shit that I see made me want to scream. Genetically modified.
I just wanna,
created with foreign genes. Who the hell told you that you
Just wanna drop through real quick this morning.
We are being killed, that is facts, no lie. Can smoke a blunt and drink a brew to save my motherfucking life. I rather write a poem than read a poem, something like powers of the mind, strengthen all my abilities. Why dumb down when your powers can be on infinity? A couple years ago, I was hit by a falling star. Blacked out from liquor and ran into a couple cars. That was the beginning of it all. It started to change. That's what started to change. Start to see the difference in myself. I'm so far from the same. Man, don't nobody care in the land of the walking dead. Look me in my eyes and I can see that you scared. You scared, you scared, you scared, you scared. Don't nobody care in the land of the walking dead. Look me in my eyes and I can see that you scared. You scared, you scared, you scared, you scared. Come on. They blind, they blind, they blind, they blind. They can't see nothing, not what's in front of them.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Peace, y'all, peace. I wanted to come through this morning and speak about something that's on my mind, right? So today is 420. And what I've noticed through my experiences of living life is that 420 is a day that's celebrated, and a lot of people enjoy the day 420. And I'm not trying to be a party pooper or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like we live our life in a certain way only because we wasn't able to get certain information. And by not getting this information, we do certain things as if it's okay. You know, but before I begin, I just want to say again, I don't know if anybody's in the building, so if you in the building, You know, if you rocking with me this morning, peace to you, much love to you. You know, I appreciate you being here rocking with your boy. But I want to say that it's crazy how, well, first of all, if you don't know what the celebration of 420 is, it's basically the celebration of weed smoking. You know what I'm saying? It's the celebration of, I don't know, it's marijuana day or some shit like that. Some along those lines, you know, it's everybody get together and they blow down. You see what I'm saying? So, but I want to talk about how through the music, how weed has been promoted to the youth as something good to do. It's something cool to do. It's something fun to do. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, when you think about it, it's crazy. It's crazy how marijuana, and amongst other things, is being promoted to the youth in the way that it is. You know, I heard as a youngin', I heard about weed in the music that I was listening to as a real young age. You see what I'm saying? Some of my favorite songs was weed songs. You know, so why is weed being promoted to children, youth, or young adults? You know, why is it being promoted to them as something that's cool to do? It's something that's fun. You know, why is it being promoted? You know, and I'm gonna go into my opinion on weed or marijuana or whatever you want to call it, the killer. You know, I'm gonna go into my opinion on what I believe that it does to the individual. What I believe it does to the individual through the abuse of marijuana, and through my personal experiences, you know, with the drug. But you know, why is it being promoted? Why is it being promoted so heavily? You know, to the youth, especially in the black community. You know, why are young men and young women smoking weed at such a young age? You know, why are they smoking weed at such a young age? Why is this happening? Why is this taking place? You know, who said it was okay? Who was the first person who came out with some weed, was like, look, y'all, we should be doing this. This is great. You know, who was the first person? Who was the first person who brought the weed out, man? Who was the first person? I know it was the hippie movement, you know, back in the day or whatever, you know, in the 70s and 60s or whatever that was. But who was the first guy to come along in hip hop to promote the weed? Like, hey, we all should be smoking weed. But I guess it was a trickle down thing from the elders. You know, the elders was doing it from back in the day. You know, from all the drugs they was doing from back in the day. But anyways, so a lot of people and a lot of youth out there don't think it's nothing wrong with smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, maybe if you're not abusing weed, maybe not. Maybe not. You know what I'm saying? But also, alcohol and weed, it kind of go hand in hand. You know, you got some people who don't smoke and just drink, or just smoke very little and drink more. And you got some people who smoke a lot and drink less, and you got some people who do both. You know what I'm saying? So they kind of go hand in hand. But you know, my experiences and how I feel about marijuana is that it enslaves your spirit. You know, marijuana enslaves your spirit, man. You know, marijuana is a soul killer. I heard that somewhere, man, but it's true. Marijuana is a soul killer, man. You know what I'm saying? And when you really realize who you are, you know what I'm saying, as a person, and as being connected to the Creator, you know, to the almighty divine creator, the creator of all things, as you understand how you are just, you ever take a some type of pill or some type of vitamin, and the capsule be like almost look like a plastic capsule that you can bust open, but the ingredients is inside of the capsule. You know what I'm saying? Like that's I feel like that's who we are as a people. You know, our shell is just that plastic looking capsule, but inside of us is God, the ingredients. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, when you understand who you are, you don't need to add on any substances, especially dangerous substances, you know, that's really gonna hold you down, you know, and it's really gonna weigh down your spirit. You know, you don't need nothing. You see what I'm saying? You don't need nothing. You know, you don't need to smoke. You don't need to get high. You know, to feel like you something, to feel like you somebody. You know, to feel the power, of the Creator flowing through your body for you to feel alive. You know, you don't need weed to do that. You don't need alcohol to do that. All you need to do is understand who you are. You know, and once you understand who you are, it's like, I don't know, maybe your third eye like open up a little bit. You know, and if it's anybody out there who don't know what the third eye is connected to your pineal gland. You know what I mean? It's connected to your pineal gland, and through the activation of your pineal gland, it's called the third eye because it introduces a whole another level of awareness in life in general. You know, that's where the slang term come from, your third eye being open. You know, so, you know, I just think it's crazy how you know, how things get promoted to us as if they're good. I remember because I used to drink and smoke like a hell of a lot. Like I should have never started drinking and smoking, because like the shit is in my blood, it's in my DNA. Like alcoholics, like that shit is in my DNA. Like that shit is in the family. You know what I'm saying? So I should have never touched that shit, because once I touched that shit, it was a wrap. You know what I'm saying? I went crazy. You know, and so I think as adults, you know, we need to do better on really getting the real information to the youth, to really let them know, man, it's not okay. And I think they would do better if they really truly understood what the consequences involve, and, you know, also what they doing to themselves. You know, like one time I heard Floyd Mayweather said, you know, I think they was just talking about his boxing skills or something like that. And he said, I never drunk, I never smoked. You know what I'm saying? These things take a toll on your body, and you can reverse them to a degree, because, you know, I'm a testament of that. You see what I'm saying? You can revert, because I smoked and drunk for a long time, you know. And I woke up and I changed my life, and, you know, my health is, you know, pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? But I understand that at the same time, you know, I did, you know, put a lot of wear and tear on my body from doing the dumb shit. And I remember one day just sitting down and thinking like, damn, I really went down the wrong path in life, and I didn't know. You know, I thought I was being cool. You know, I thought this shit was cool. Like, damn, I really went down the wrong path. You know what I'm saying? And you know, ain't nothing to celebrate really about smoking no weed, man. Especially not in the capacity that we smoke weed, as it pertains to, the black community, the inner city. Ain't nothing to celebrate about that shit. That shit ain't nothing. This is just my opinion on it. And I don't mind, I don't care about nobody that smoke weed or nothing like that. Like, I don't care. I don't judge nobody. I mean, some things affect people differently. You see what I'm saying? Some things affect people differently. I just feel like it affected me in a negative way. And once I got rid of the weed habit out of my life, I became a totally better person and a totally different person. I'm more aggressive not smoking weed. When I'm smoking weed, I'm passive as fuck. Not smoking weed, I'm aggressive as shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like sober, I'm like a pit. I'm a pit sober. Give me some motherfucking weed, I'm like a goddamn poodle or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess some chemicals react different in some people makeup, man. That marijuana had you passive, man. That shit had you passive. That shit had you not being the best version of yourself. That's what it all boils down to. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Some people, you might be functioning out there. You might be getting money. You might be doing, or you might be the man. You know what I'm saying? You might got 10 cars. You might got all the shoes in your closet. You might have 10 pretty wives. You might be having and doing all type of stuff. But from my experiences with it, and what I truly believe is, no matter what you're doing, it will prevent you from being the best version of yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta understand is that when you're dealing with weed, and a lot of people say, well, it's just a plant. You know what I'm saying? But when you're dealing with weed, and once you burn it, you gotta understand you're changing the chemical properties of that plant. And once you burn it and you change them chemical properties, now you are turning it into a drug. You see what I'm saying? And somebody was also telling me that that marijuana has a lot of estrogen, if I'm not mistaken, in it, which is probably why it could make a male or a person passive. You see what I'm saying? Because by nature, a man is aggressive. By nature, a man is aggressive. And you want to be assertive. You want to be on point. That's why I can't do no drugs. That's why I can't do no drugs now. Because I'm not going to like the way it's feel. I don't want to feel not on point. I don't want to feel not aware. I don't want to feel like I'm just drifting off out into space and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be on point. Like, I go crazy if I take some of that shit, because I cannot feel like I'm not in control or not fully aware of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I go crazy. I can't do that shit. So, but I think, I think we really need to do better and getting the truth to the youth about alcohol, about tobacco, and about weed, because the truth of the matter is that it's destruction. It's destruction to your body, it's destruction to your temple, it's destruction to your mind. For some people now, I guess, I don't know. It's kind of controversial at the same time, because some people smoke weed, forever, and never really had no effects. But you got to understand, you got to look at weed is just like food. Where you getting your weed supply from? You always can't trust everybody or anybody, you know, to bring some to you, just like the food. You know, our food supply is damaged and poisoned. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, if you growing your own marijuana naturally, with no chemicals and nothing sprayed on it, with no other drugs sprayed on it and nothing like that, you know, maybe not as bad, maybe not as extreme as I'm making it out to be at this point in time. You know, but you know, they doing some other shit with the weed nowadays. You know, they doing some other shit with it. You know, if you really in the weed like that, why don't you go and check and see how shit is grown naturally? And you always want to search. You always want to search for the natural. You know, you don't want to do the unnatural. And if you smoke some natural weed and you say, oh, this ain't strong enough, and you need some unnatural weed, you know what I'm saying? That's a problem. That's a problem. You see what I'm saying? But I don't know. I just wanted to talk about that because I just feel, you know, that it's crazy how, you know, the celebration of death is being promoted to the youth as if it's okay, and I just feel like it's a trap. I just feel like it's a trap for them, and especially you know, especially for young African Americans, you know. And I really don't agree with it all that much, you know. That's why I don't use it. That's why I don't drink. You know, I take pride in being sober and not putting poisons in my body. You know, I'm proud of that. You know, but I know the weed thing could be controversial. You know, I know some people believe, you know, it's a herb, but check this out. You know, don't smoke it then. You know, I ain't met too many niggas making weed cookies and shit, putting weed on top of their salads. I ain't met too many people doing that. You know, smoke ain't supposed to be in your lungs, man. That shit damages your lungs. Your lungs is used to breathe, man. That's how you get air inside your body. How the hell you gonna breathe without some lungs? You know, some of the shit we do is just so damn stupid, man. It don't make no sense. You know. So wisdom is key. Consciousness is great. You know, to really open up your eyes and open up your mind and be able to see what the hell is taking place out here. You know, you realize, like, god damn, this shit is the Walking Dead. Motherfuckers is zombies out here. People was motherfucking sleepwalking. You know what I'm saying? People sleepwalking. You know what I'm saying? Eyes wide shut. People sleepwalking, man. They don't really know what's going on. They don't know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? And it's a small amount of people who do, and they take advantage of the people who don't. That's the sad part about it. You know, that's the sad part about it. You don't want to be the one just getting taken advantage of. I mean, it's your life. You know, this your life, this your body, this your mind. It's up to you to figure out this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you to figure out this shit and be the best person that you can be. You know what I'm saying? Investigate all things. Just don't be taking shit. Just don't be taking shit people give to you, handing you. Motherfucker smiling, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, hip hop is dangerous, man. You know, I love the music, but you know, once you mature and you become aware of certain things and you really investigate and you really see what's going on and you see what's being promoted, you know, it's obvious to understand that, you know, people was being led the wrong way. You know, people being led the wrong way, you know, for a certain purpose. So what's the purpose of leading the youth the wrong way? What's the purpose of that? The purpose of that is to keep you asleep, to keep you from being woke, you know, to keep you from being a boss, to keep you from playing a part and benefiting from the economics in your community. You see what I'm saying? From waking up and not supporting outside individuals who build businesses inside of your community. Not saying that you have to not smoke weed to do those things, but I'm saying that, when you abuse drugs and when you abuse weed, it could make you passive. Over long period of time, weed had me paranoid as shit. I swear to God to you. I had to stop smoking weed. I got paranoid as shit. Everybody was out to get me. Everybody was out to get me. Motherfuckers was trying to kill me. It's not funny, though. Weed'll make you paranoid as shit, man. I'm telling you, man. That shit ain't all as cool as y'all think it is. Keep smoking that shit. Keep smoking that shit. You're gonna be fried as fuck. Keep smoking that shit. They don't call that shit stone for no reason. What the fuck is a stone? A rock. Sit there, don't move. A rock sits in one place and it don't move unless somebody kick that motherfucker or pick it up or throw it or some shit. You're gonna be stoned, dude. That shit ain't cool, man. I'm sorry. I was trying to be understanding, because I know a lot of people smoke weed. I know a lot of people who smoke weed, man. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people will not be able to agree with this message, man. But the truth is the truth. You know what I'm saying? The truth is the truth, man. Your body is all you got. Your body is how you navigate, you know what I'm saying, through this physical reality. Come on, man. Your body is important. You know what I'm saying? Your body is all you got. Your body is all you got. We got to start loving our body. Not in a what's the word? Is it vain? Not in a vain type way. Not in that type of way from a grateful type way. Being thankful for the body that we got, being thankful for the life that we got. I like searching out real real in shape people like on YouTube that do the videos and do the exercises. You know what I'm saying? That motivates me to try to get myself together, to get my life together, man, because being in shape and having your body in shape ain't nothing like it. Now watch this. Now I'll bet you, and I can end this off on this. I don't know, I might not end shit, but I bet you, if you work out in the morning, I bet you have a good day. I bet you. No matter, I don't care what happened that day. 9 times out of 10, I guarantee you, if you work out in the morning, I don't care if you just go for a walk. Just go for a walk in the morning. I don't care if you can barely walk. Do whatever you can do, because you will gradually get better, and you'll get better, and you'll get better. You know what I'm saying? Work out in the morning. Go running in the morning. Do anything in the morning. Do some push-ups. Do some sit-ups. I guarantee you, if you get a workout in the morning, I guarantee you have a positive day. I promise you that. I'm telling you. Ain't nothing like doing positive things. Ain't nothing like moving towards the positive. See, God is on the positive side of things. Devil, he's on the other side of things. Now, I believe these is symbolic terms to describe certain things to take place within our physical reality. You know, not to try to go off into something else, but I believe God is something that we just not able to perceive or even truly understand at this physical moment. You know, that's why it's a mystery, you know, in a way, because we're not big enough. Our brain, you know, we can't conceive God. We can't conceive that. It's too big. We can't conceive something that made up physical reality. You know, when we think about physical reality, a lot of times we just think about this planet. Do you know they haven't seen the end of when you was taught to be negative? And see, that's what I really wanted to hit on, and I kind of veered off. But that's what I really wanted to talk about, is that, you know, we was taught to think it was okay to do that. Who made you think it was cool to smoke? This life is all about leading you down the wrong path. You know what I'm saying? All of that, you know. But it's up to you. But it's up to out here, man. Illusion. It's illusion. You know what I'm saying? Real. It's fake. You know. So I don't know. That's all I wanted to talk about. You know. That's why I started. You know, everybody was doing this, so I guess it was kind of a way to fit in. You know what I'm saying? It was a kind of a way to fit in, but you know, it's hard not to fit in. You know, it's hard to be the eyeball, to be the black sheep, to be the guy say, no, that's not what's up. I wouldn't do that if I was you. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do it. You know, so ain't nothing like your mind. They say the brain is a terrible thing to waste. Ain't nothing like advancing your mind. Ain't nothing like advancing your spiritual understanding. Ain't nothing like advancing your health. You know, the feeling I have from being sober and exercising and being healthy and constantly raising my consciousness and awareness and learning, weed or no other drug could ever provide the feeling in the way that I feel when I just wake up in the morning. You know, it's not a blunt, it's not a joint, it's not a drink, it's nothing that could produce that feeling that I get at this as of today. Ain't nothing, you know, and I wish that a lot other people can see that. You know, I used to think that I needed to get a drink to get right, to have fun. I needed to smoke one to have fun, to chill, or to relax, or to kick it. You know, I used to think that. You know, I used to be like, if we ain't rolling one up, if we ain't pouring up on something, like, we're not about to have, fuck that shit. It's not nothing. We're not about to have no fun. You know, you become enslaved to these things, and you become enslaved to the point where, you know, you're not having fun and you're not enjoying yourself unless you are partaking in these activities. But really what happened was you psyched yourself out. See, your brain is very intelligent. And what happened was you psyched yourself out, and you really are addicted and just don't know it. And by you thinking that you need to do these things to have fun, you really addicted. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's some of y'all out there who don't feel like that, who just, you know, might do it every so often or whatever. You know, so maybe this ain't for you. Maybe this video, you know, ain't for you. But, you know, it's for somebody, because I made the video. All things don't happen for no reason, so it's for somebody. I know it's somebody out there who experiences is similar to mine. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel on the situation. You know, it's not nothing against nobody that smoke weed. If you smoking weed, enjoying yourself, you know, have a good time. You know, but my experiences with it is that, you know, I'm cool. I'm cool on that. You know, you don't need that. You don't need that in your life, you know, to feel the power of the Almighty Divine Creator, you know, which we call God. You know, so that's it. I'm out. Peace, y'all.